Hi there, and welcome back to another lecture in church modeling. So we created two pillars, a small one and a bigger one for the rear part. And now it's time to duplicate them so they are surrounded around the church. Before we do that, we take a closer look at our reference photo so we know what to do. As you can see, there needs to be pillars up there and on the sides, but you can't see pillars on the tower, and I like to add their pillar as well. So that's what we're going to do. Right, so we minimize this and we start with selecting this pillar and pressing Alt D. So no Shift D. And the difference is that when you select this pillar, it's automatically select that one as well. So that will speed up and it's faster for your system. Alt D and Alt D again. I like to put them right there, so there's a little bit of space still there. And these pillars needs to be exactly in the middle. So you can change that a little bit if you want. But it's medieval, so you have got a lot of free creativity. All right, Alt D and Alt G again. All right, so take a look at the reference. So you can see there's a pillar over there and on the front, and there is a little corner visible. So that's what I like to do as well. Put it right there, Alt D, rotate it, select the snapping tool, deselect it, and put it right there, where you're not against the window. So it's very close, right there. Good. Right, and we continue pressing Alt D and snapping tool and rotate this. And you want to put this, or deselect the snapping tool and do this by hand. So you want it to be integrated and you don't want to see the corner, so that will do. Just a little bit. Alt D and rotate it again. You can use this line as a reference if you like. Okay. Will do. And then we select these, Alt D again, and we continue pressing the snapping tool and rotate them. Ooh, that's close to the window. So bring that right there and select these. It'll take some time to get it right. Let's go to this side. Alt D. You have more control, it's more visible. So you won't have this effect, but you can put it right there. Okay. So now your church is getting more details. That's pretty fun. You always have the begin struggle, so everything is empty. You have the block model. And you think, will it ever be a church? Well, of course it will be. Just take time. So I like to select these all and drag them a little bit. Okay, this is good. So we continue. Ignore this part for now. I can describe why I do. Rotate. This is pretty hard to measure, so you want to put this inside on these corners. All right, so how are we going to fix that? Well, lower this a little bit. That should fix it. And again, we're almost finished with the small ones. All right. Maybe a little bit more. Feels better. All right, the big ones. So do we have reference? Of course, we have some. Oh, that was fast. So 1, 2, and 1 over there. And Alt-G for these as well. So I think these needs to be exactly on the corner. Yes. And this one between the two small windows. Alt-G. And rotate. There we go. I was a little bit confused by the border. Alt-D. And there we go. Oh, so this is the border. I like to stick it right there. Selecting the side, Alt-D and the snapping tool. Rotate it. This one fits well. All right. So we have pillars all over the place. In my opinion, when we go to texture mode, we did a great job. Yes. So it feels way more as a church when adding the beers, and we're not done yet because we need to add borders under the window. So, and that needs to put everywhere. So we're not finished at all. And when we take a closer look at the reference, so I'm talking about this border, I need to apply this on every side. We also need to focus on these spears. So I will make another one and focus on the ornament, and there needs to be ornaments there as well. So yeah, that's it for now. I'll see you in the next lecture. Bye bye.